Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Mwambie punde imechoka sana.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
The goons want to finish you, they first make you mad. They make you crazy. I think kuna wazimu imeingia mahali.
Do you not fear death?
I would just say bring it on, at my age, I'm not the kind of person to respond to some of it is really very perfunctory statement made by fairly inexperienced politicians. I think they are not worthy my response. So if anybody thinks that I don't know what I'm doing, then they are up for a rude shock.
Justin Bidan Muturi, mwanasheria mkuu na waziri wa zamani, amemwaga mtama. Muturi amempaka tope rais, akimtaja kuwa mfisadi wa kupindukia.
But is he corrupt? Examples aside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very. Yes, irredeemably.
Okay.
Corrupt.
One example.
Muturi alidai kwamba Ruto alijaribu kumshurutisha kutia saini mkataba wa shilingi bilioni 129 na wafanya biashara kutoka Urusi ya kandarasi ya kupanda miti, akidai mkataba huo ungekiuka sheria za Kenya.
William Ruto, whenever he comes up with a program, it's for money making. For him, it's for money making. Now, I come and tell them, they bring me an MOU. I tell them, and I remember I spoke about the MOUs.
Yes.
I told them, it came from the Minister of Environment, which they pushed through. I tell them this thing, the $1 billion can only be by way of a grant, but it cannot come directly to the ministry because under the PFM Act.
Muturi aidha akidokeza kuwa mienendo ya Rais Ruto ni ya kutisha na hafai kuwa kiongozi wa taifa.
I think it's a very unfortunate situation for the country that we have William Ruto sitting in the office as president of Kenya. I think William Ruto is actually unfit for the position of president of the Republic of Kenya. I have come sadly to that conclusion.
Na je, kuhusu makubaliano na kampuni ya Adani?
He is the one who was clearly behind it. And I know this because when his advisor, Adan Mohammed, invited me to attend the COP28 in Dubai in 2023. He gave me a lot of information which ended up with the Adani deal about the airport specifically.
Aidha amefichua jinsi Rais William Ruto huendesha mikutano ya baraza la mawaziri.
Even in cabinet, if you want to know something where he has an interest, a CS will make a presentation and then William Ruto will take over. Say, this one is good. He begins now to explain, making sure that there is no dissent.
Hey guys. Naye Muturi ameanza kutoboa sasa. Ni kama Gachagua. Secret ameanza kuzitoboa. Kuanika akianua government, bombshell. Because anasema kuna history ya plantation. Unajua kuna time Ruto amekuwa akinsist so much about planting of trees nini. Kumbe kuna deal ya 129 billion ilikuwa ireleasiwe na Russia ya planting. So Muturi akasema ya kwamba alirashiwa, akaambiwa aende asign hiyo deal cause wako airport aweze kusign. Kuangalia akaona hataweza kusign cause such money inafaa ipitie treasury ndio iweze kufikia the ministry. Lakini akaambiwa asign haraka akakataa. Hiyo pesa ilienda wapi? Na walipokea aje? Anasema kuna time walikuwa wanapewa 63 billion loan kutoka kwa Arror Company, that is CMC company. Na hiyo ilikuwa ya Kimwarer dam. Ako sign pia. Sasa hizo na unasikia Kasongo hajaongelelea story ya Kimwarer dam. Hiyo ikapotelea hivyo chini ya maji, 63 billion na 129 billion. Sasa anasema this is the most corrupt president ever in Kenya.
Justin Muturi has exploded. Justin Muturi ametuambia corruption allegations against President William Ruto. He has enumerated several instances of corruption cases some of which he was supposed to sanction but he refused, some of which he was actually supposed to sign outside the country. Like, you can go outside the country, sit somewhere and sign documents that are binding to the Kenyan government, and you're not, and those funds are not supposed to pass through treasury. Why? Because they don't want accountability. Because the Auditor General can only account or audit public funds. That's why they are scatting around, wanapeleka hizo pesa directly to the ministry so that they can get it from there. Now, Justin Muturi ametuambia it's not a minister or a permanent secretary who is involved in corruption, who is designing corruption in Kenya. Ametuambia ni President William yeye mwenyewe. Those are very serious allegations. I told you, Justin Muturi is not your ordinary guy. He's not your ordinary person. He knows a lot. And he's going to keep spilling the beans now that they have fallen out with William Ruto. You know, he said something interesting, that he has soft copies of whatever he's saying, of all those corruption allegations. He made copies, and I could read in between the lines that perhaps he has also distributed those soft copies to his friends and some people outside the country, just in case they get him. Somebody can come out and also still give it out to the Kenyan people. So going forward, utaona those sycophants around William Ruto coming out to defend him as if they were privy to that telephone call that Ruto made to Justin Muturi. They'll be saying, oh, Muturi anadanganya, Muturi is bitter. Oh, the normal politics of trying to divert attention from the real issue. The real issue is, for the first time, a senior government official has implicated the president in corruption allegations that are very serious. Let's watch out this space as it unfolds.
Kumbe ati Justin Muturi yeye pia anaweza kula moto. Uangani mbaya. Mazee nimeona Justin Muturi akisema ati kama serikali ilikuwa inadhani that inaweza mvuruga by kumtoa ile kazi walimtoa ile ya PS ya public service public service, yes, anasema that inafaa wafikirie tena because yeye hakuna mahali penye anaenda. Mazee amini usiamini, usikiza Justin Muturi amekuwa anasema aje that kama kuna kitu yenye ilifanya atolewe tu kazi peke yake ni kuambia Ruto amri jeshi that anafaa kudeal na story ya extrajudicial killings, ama ndio hizo ma killings zilikuwa zina happen time wenye watu wanaandamana ama kama waandamani, na pia bado amalize story za abductions. Unajua kuna day fulani amri jeshi last week before mfute, now that amri jeshi pia alikuja akasema huyu jamaa alijifuta kazi juu amempea kazi lakini afanye before sasa hiyo ajifute ama ndio amri jeshi amfute. Amri jeshi ya Kibonga alikuwa anasema that I had a very incompetent attorney general. Huyo sasa unajua ni Justin Muturi. Juu Ruto alikuwa anasema that huyu jamaa alitoka magistrate akakuwa speaker, akatoka speaker akamchukua kama ameweka kwa AG. So kulingana na Ruto ilifika mahali Justin Muturi akaenda kumwambia mazee hii mboka kidogo ni kama kuna vile inanilemea, na Ruto akiwa mtu akupatiana ma second chances akakuja akamweka wapi saa kwa hii PS kwa hii public service CS yenye alimtoa akakuja akaweka Ruku. Na pia naona wase wanaulizana aje inaweza kuwa hii kuweka Ruku hapo hivyo, now that Ruku peke yake ndio MP mwenye alichaguliwa na Democratic Party, na Democratic Party hiyo ni chama ya Justin Muturi. Could it be that kumtolea huyo tu MP moja mwenye ako naye inaweza kuwa inataka kumaliza kisiasa? Juu ukisikiza Justin Muturi ya Kibonga yeye anasema aje that 11th March 2025 kulikuwa na ACS meeting enye aliitwa, unlike hizo zingine mbili zenye amekuwa kihata, hizo zingine hajakuwa akiitwa, lakini vile aliitangwa hii ya 11th akaangalia zile agenda zilikuanga kwa hiyo meetings zenye walifaa kwenda kudiscuss, hakukuwa na kitu kama abductions. Unanipata? Na the reason yenye nafanya huyu jamaa anakuwa vocal na story ya abductions ni kwa sababu mjunior wake mwenyewe, mtoi wake boy, alikuwa ameabductiwa. Huyu jamaa akiongea na mpaka akaenda akaandikanga statement enye anasema that hata shuli case ifike mahali itakakwenda a legal process already kuna evidence kwa makaratasi yenye aliendanga kaandika, lakini kulingana na yeye vile hata aliandikia amri jeshi barua akamwambia ni aje wewe mzee mazee kuna hizo ya abductions bana yenye nataka utusaidia kuimaliza, lakini kidogo yeye anasema that amri jeshi hiyo tenje ya kumaliza abductions ni kama hachukuangi, na bado kitu haelewi ni Temenya alikujanga kucomplain, Ruto akapiga simu, mtoto wake akaachiliwa. Kwani Ruto alipiga simu wapi? Una get ile kitu yenye wanasumbuania ni story tu ya abductions tu peke yake, but well, either now that Amri Jeshi, unajua hiyo ni president bado ataendelea kuzoza now that already ako na platform. Saizi mtu mwenye ana platform ya kuzoza ni Justin Muturi, sio CS, sio PS, sio anything, unapata. So yeye ni party leader tu wa Democratic Party. Like life ya Muturi after hapa hivi unaona like ikiendelea kukua aje, like akona any chances politically kukua MP, labda MP na nimempeleka chini, but kwani hata wenye wako chini ma MPs kukua MP, kukua governor, kukua senator, ama hata kukua Amri Jeshi, unajua pia uweze jua vile ase wanakuanga. Lakini amesema that kama ni kunizima na mambo ya kunichuja kwa hiyo mboka wangani mbaya.
Papa Mark Makuda, who's asking, would you join Ruto's camp in the event Ruto took heed of your demands? I don't know if we'd go one by one or zote. Tuanze na hapo. Would you join Ruto's camp in the event that Ruto took heed of your demands?
Which demands?
For example, dealing with the issue of abductions in the judicial way you've given us, if that was something that they looked into.
No, I think my mind is made up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of it. And let me say, among other things, one thing I told William Ruto, and which unfortunately he refused to tell Kenyans, when he was talking about me telling him this or the other. When he offered me the position of Attorney General, I turned it down.
Why?
That was before. And I told him, well, I've been speaker for 10 years. It's too much reading. Because, the speaker has to read through every committee report to approve it for tabling. So this is too much. So I told him, I just want to be in the cabinet, whatever ministry. I did not choose. And at first we left it at that. 2-3 days later, my friend then he had just become speaker, succeeding me, Moses Masika Wetangula, calls me. We meet somewhere in Karen, in some hotel one evening, and in our usual way, he say we had what to do, hand to mouth business. And he tells me, I've been sent by the president to plead with you to accept the position of Attorney General. And I told Moses, no. I've already told him. And he tells me, no. He told me to come and plead with you as a friend, classmate, roommate. I mean, because Moses and I have come a long way. I told him, my reservation is one. The way you know me, I'm a stickler to the law. And I just fear taking up a job where I will not be able to exercise my freedom to interpret the law as I best know how. And but I told him anyway. But that's my fear. But I didn't tell him to go and tell him that. A day or two later, William calls me. We are in State House and is eager to announce his cabinet. So we have some general meeting with several other, later cabinet colleagues. Then, as we finish, he says, JB, I have not finished with you. So we go into the office, the inner office. And, we go, we sit down for more cup of tea, because usually that's one thing I think William is very generous with, tea. So we having another cup of tea, and he tells me, JB, I've not finished with you. I say, why? And he told me, I'm pleading with you to take the job of Attorney General. I told him, what, I've told you, I give you my reasons. I don't want to go to go do another 10 years or 5 years of just into books again. I want to relax a bit, because I know ministers, the ministers usually don't have to do a lot of reading. And I know that, except maybe the cabinet secretary for National Treasury, who has no option but to read a lot, just like the Attorney General. So he told me, JB, I have very many lawyer friends, but it is you I want. this is the time now I decided, let me tell William the truth. I told him, the problem I have is, you know me to be a stickler to the law. And taking up this job, and then perhaps one day you want to do things in a particular way which the law does not allow, I will have problems. And that's why I'm actually reluctant to take this job. It's not about the reading. Then he told me, JB, that's the reason why I want you to take up the job. I think William Ruto is one person with two personalities. The William Ruto that presents himself to the public is a completely different character from the one that sits behind in the office and crafts stuff. I think that kind of person is quite a dangerous character. I think William Ruto is actually unfit for the position of President of the Republic of Kenya. I have come sadly to that conclusion. And I have no bitterness. For me, I just feel my own assessment. When I watch William Ruto sometimes talking to members of cabinet, and to see him say, I do not want to see corruption in my government. Then I start wondering, who is this talking? And I'm sure we will have occasion to discuss a lot.
Is he corrupt?
Who?
William Ruto.
I think, I don't know.
But if you see him talking about corruption, you're like, who is this talking about corruption? Is it because he's corrupt?
I have so many examples.
Not an example, but is he corrupt? Examples aside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very. Yes, irredeemably.
Okay.
Corrupt.
One example you can walk us through. I know you've told us that there's many. Just a.
I don't want to give you the obvious ones about the Adanis, because I have some background about it. He's the one who's clearly behind it, and I know this because when his advisor Adan Mohammed invited me to attend the COP28 in Dubai in 2023. He gave me a lot of information which ended up with the Adani deal about the airport specifically. Even during that same time, some Russian oligarchs who had offered to invest $1 billion here in Kenya. And again, it came from Adan Mohammed. In fact, I have even staff telling me that an NGO, I go and check, if there's no, I said the NGO council, we don't have any such company.
No such thing is registered.
Then, on the day we were coming from India, after that COP28, we flew to India for state visit, blah, blah. I am landing on my way back because Guru, this guy of Defki, you see Ruto around him. It's one of the Guptas. When Guru told me during breakfast on the day we were leaving Delhi, that that plane of the president is not good. I've chatted another one for him as we are going direct. Get an executive jet. I've gotten him. So I land in Dubai. Ruto is calling me. Those people, those Russians want you. They are there. They are in Dubai. They are waiting. You signed in. I said, I'm just at the airport and I'm on transit. I am not leaving the airport.
Right.
He said, no, but they are there. Your people, your staff have already worked on the document. I said, no, I will need to go and review it in office.
This document being the deal.
The deal. They were purporting to give a grant of $1 billion to grow allegedly 3 billion trees to answer 15 billion. William Ruto, whenever he comes up with a program, it's for money making. For him, it's for money making. Now, I come and tell them, they bring me an MOU. I tell them, and I remember I spoke about the MOUs.
Yes.
I told them, it came from the Minister of Environment, which they pushed through. I tell them this thing, the $1 billion can only be by way of a grant, but it cannot come directly to the ministry because under the PFM Act, Section 47, it can only go through the National Treasury. They are trying to avoid that money going to the National Treasury, and is money coming from abroad.
Right.
I mean,
and you're being asked to sign in an airport.
I'm being told to sign at Dubai airport, and there's William Ruto calling me directly. I'm telling you, once if you want to know something where he has an interest, a CS will make a presentation, and then William Ruto will take over. Say, this one is good. He begins now to explain, making sure that there is no dissent, and he starts telling you, the moment I arrive before you and what, then, he begins that slowly he's instilling fear. Today, and I know that's the situation, he makes it impossible for you to have a meaningful discussion. In fact, people enjoy going for cabinet committee meetings, the ones chaired by the deputy president, both Rigathi and Kindiki, because there you are able to speak your mind about any issue that is presented. But before William Ruto, you just have to know he has expressed his position, and he's looking at you. He's making suggestions. The look he gives you tells you on this one.
He has interest.
You have no option but to.
He's holding the cabinet hostage.
Ransom.
Yeah.
But then
it is hostage.
But you said you're a stickler for the law.
Yeah.
So he also held you hostage.
Fortunately, the advisory opinions of the Attorney General are never the subject of discussion at cabinet, because usually it is line ministries who will seek advice. Even when they are preparing cabinet papers, the final person signatory is always the Attorney General. So they will come and complain that this paper is not ready. It's at the Attorney General, and I say, yeah, we are reviewing it because we don't want to approve things which could turn out legally costly to the country.
I mean, in the sense that he could call you at an airport, tell you, these guys are here, you need to sign XYZ.
Fortunately, he could call that, did I sign?
You could call, but he couldn't make you.
No, not me. Did I sign? They had done anything?
Do you think that's why
I refused to sign the very explosive. The Auditor General is going to come up with a report on Arror, Kimwarer, and Itare dams, because it's only Itare dam where those Italian contractors have done 26%. Arror, they contract those Italians, and they were paying billions. They only put in a container. In Kimwarer, nothing has ever happened, because even the report that came, it has a faults underneath. You can't do it. We can't do the dam there. So remember, he has been doing those things, meetings with the Italian Prime Minister, the President. On 3 occasions, I was invited to accompany the team, but I had read the file, and I just felt no, it's not possible. And then Head of Public Service writes to me a letter that the delegation which is going to go there is going to be led by Adil Kawanja, which is one of those very close friends of the president, the chairman of Safaricom Limited, and then the then DPP, Nurdin Haji, and the former Solicitor General. I assigned some other state councils. I said, what is this? But the country is losing, or has lost actually, over 38 billion shillings. And they still, later they wanted me to sign. I said, I cannot append my signature, not on this.
Can you substantiate all of these allegations that you're making?
Fortunately, I have them on record.
You have paper trail. I
have paper trail. I knew what I was doing, contrary to what William Ruto may have thought. I am not the kind of person I keep records, and I have all of them. In fact, on soft.
Okay. As Gabi is saying here, invite him another time, because I can't even work. I'm just listening.
Okay. When we saw things beginning to go sour, the former minister for CS for Education, Ezekiel Machogu, called me one day after a committee meeting. He called me, he called Owalo, he called Muturi. I told me, can we go and find out from the DP, what is this we are seeing between, that was around May, between him and the president. It looks like the relationship is not good. Right. I told him, no, it is true. And I even told Machogu, by the way, I've even discussed it with the president myself, tried to find out what is the issue. That's the only time I remember we had a meeting, and we were that number, the number of the people have named.
You've named, yeah.
But then, when we 2 or 3 days later, I don't know what meeting there was at State House, and I was going somewhere else, but I went. And when I got there, I found Muturi very scared and Owalo, and they told me that they had been confronted by Duale, and he was asking, he asked them what it is they were doing with that Mukora.
The Mukora being?
Rigiji.
Okay.
And he was referring, according to them, he was referring to that meeting we had, which was at the instigation or proposal of Ezekiel Machogu.
Right.
So, and Ezekiel also came, and Walo, they all came. I told them, okay, the best thing, let's go and tell the president, explain to the president what it is we're discussing, because when you see Duale raising those issues, and he's one of those people who likes hanging around State House a lot, you know, he might go and report the wrong thing.
Right.
Maybe I think he had already reported actually.
At that time.
So we went, and after the official meeting that was there, we went to the president, and I think I was dashing to some place, I don't know what meeting, at the Kenya School of Government, but that was still when I was still AG. I went and we explained, I told the president, no, we did this. Ezekiel called me, just like as I've explained.
Yes.
We went to find out, and what did he say? I told Machogu explain. He just started saying he feels that he's being sidelined, things like this. And so we thought you could intervene yourself. And me, I excused myself. That was, I think, almost 2 months thereafter, we were fired.
Okay.
Democracy cannot operate unless we are tolerant. You tolerate your friend, your neighbor, to have an opinion different from yours. You don't have to call him names. He has a right to differ from you. That is his fundamental right. And he was not made so as to be managed by you or guided by you.
Mimi kama ningeambiwa nitakuwa around mpaka 2040, sijui ningekaa namna gani. Unaona vile nahangaika na hii ya kusukuma hii yetu, ukipata 5 years una sweat. Ukiongezewa 5 unasema wacha itoshe, wacha mimi niende nyumbani. Heri hiyo yako unaweza kusukuma popote mpaka 2040. Hii yetu hii ni ngumu. Hata hawa waheshimiwa wanajua. Hii yetu iko tabu.
Lakini jameni, itakuwa ngumu kidogo kama mtu wako na njaa, umaskini, mtoto hajasoma vizuri, utajivunia kuwa Mkenya kwa njia gani?
Basi nyamazeni, atapata nafasi ya kuongea. Wewe kijana, wacha kunijibu, unanijibu kama nani? Kama umeleta kisirani kwa hiyo mkutano, utoke. Hauwezi kuja hapa na kuharibu mkutano. Please, tuheshimiane.
Reject your bill, reject your bill, reject your bill. Ay, mna tax pad na simliomba kunyeshe. Situation bad si lazima turembeshe. Mabadis wakikam tear gas you arrest them. Hasla boda boda mama mboga nili happen. One tribe joma youth waliungana. Side note, legalize marijuana. Long arm of the law mshailipua. Tao kila msee anaziba tu mapua. Na nisi ndo tunavote na nisi tunachagua. Finance bill karatasi na rarua. Atitia gas tushazoea mavepe. Pure meno plant na mseti kwa mapepe. Sindo jensi na msitu underrate. Yo gari ya Maria muto na ikatisha mabreak. Build this track tunaiturn up kwa disco. Mna banjaba but story bado ziko. Kusaidi wana Java kufukuzwa na wakristo. TikTok badi yako na sauti kushinda bishop. Reject your bill, reject your bill, reject your bill. reject your bill, reject your bill, reject your bill, reject your bill, reject your
second term labda urudie Sugoi secondary. Second term labda high school. Vile umetuonesha mzae jo. Umetupanga jo. Yana tunapara, ona vile nimeparara na nijipaka lotion asubuhi. Siku hizi hata wanaweka detergent kwa lotion. Yani economy imeharibika.
I want to tell you guys, if there is a president I have ever seen being the true symbol of national unity, it is none other than William Samoei Ruto. Why am I saying this? Even the Kenyans are crying. What does that mean? Ruto is fairly distributing the suffering across the country.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Chief share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out, they do not know any tribe.
A few moments later.
Happy time, happy time.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue.
What song?
Yeah, that song.
That song?
Maybe I think about it.
Oh no.
Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid.
Ooh.
Eagle one.
Hey.
They not. Hey. You think that they gon' let you disrespect pop, nigga? I think that open show will be your last stop, nigga. They confound. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the hour? Bird niggas and bird bitches go. The audience not dumb. Check the stories how you want. And Drake, they're not. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Take that some P rest there for bitching. You Malibu more. Ain't no love boy, yeah, bar boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. You flipped over your box on. What over your phone? The only rational option. Pussy. If that straight, they flushed them. Got fingers on the big Compton. Break this for the doctor. Till the pop off, quit hiding. Fucking caption, you won't action. Ain't no accident. I'm please don't. Fuck around, get polished. Fuck the rain from like he was in jail. That's conniving. They get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad you rose, came home. Y'all didn't deserve a meal. Nigga like you the city. Nigga been nasty on some head. And your homeboy needs a Peter. The predator moving flock. Their name gotta be registered. They place no nigga who watch. I lean on you niggas like a nigga line up. I guess all eyes on me and I'ma sit it up the. Hit the wrong label on me, I'ma get them. Sweet chin music and I will pass them. How many stock do I really have to stop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. To the last, 69. Tricky ass niggas get the steady ass in. Tricky ass niggas get the steady ass inside. Get the west up here right now, we outside. Eagle one say.
To my fellow young Kenyans, if you are not a registered voter, please make the time to go and register as a voter. Because Kenya's future depends on you and me. So how do you register? There are IEBC offices in every constituency, and that is where you register. So please find the location of the IEBC office in your constituency and register. All you need to carry is your identification card or your passport. There are those who are saying that Huduma centers are registering voters. Huduma centers do not have an IEBC desk as of now, maybe later. So please go register and let's prepare to save Kenya together. And for those who have registered, please go to the IEBC portal and verify your details. Please.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Now, so some of you are very wicked. And I don't have up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Some of you are my village people. You are my village people. I will not hide mouth. All of you are my village people. You are the one that is following me. Go and subscribe to my YouTube to prove to me that you are not my village people. Thank you.
Hello.
Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia.
What?
I'll take it to all the corners. You take it to the entire nation. Yes. Eh? Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir.
Ndugu yangu,
God bless you.
fagia wote.
Kazi yangu.
Asante.
Ndugu yangu.
Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Good luck.
All
the best.
Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa. Matopare. Matopare. Topa.
Tazidi kuongea. Kwa niaba ya Kenya.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, pipes. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Wananchi inaweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote. Waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko nayo nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe. Na tuungane si wote.
Meta vile naona nisha reject hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini? Mimi nisha reject. Mfanye nini? Nisha reject. Mfanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa bana.
Kwanza mimi kwanza ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Si youth chachanuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Mtatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mkuu hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Sasa nini? President tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you na hata ukiwa na pesa kwa kutoa nje.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Get out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.